Hello, and welcome back to the Healing Grounds. Your ex isn't avoidant, probably. But before you come at me in the comment section, let me explain. Go and spend 5 minutes in any online breakup community on Reddit, on TikTok, read through YouTube comments, wherever. And something you're going to notice pretty quickly is that everybody's ex is avoidant. No matter the situation, their ex, or maybe even your ex, is avoidant by everybody's estimations. And who knows, maybe some of them are. But the reasons why people say this vary. And sometimes it's a whole list of behaviors that they read about online or heard in a YouTube video, or sometimes it's literally just because they broke up with them. That's it. That's the avoidant behavior. They ended the relationship. And if you're unfamiliar with the term, it's one of the styles of attachment from a field of study known as attachment theory. Attachment styles are just what they sound like. They're patterns that tend to dictate or define how we form relationships. Romantic, platonic, family dynamics, they tend to cover all attachments. We'll get deeper into attachment styles in another video, but for now, most people fall under one of three main attachments: anxious, secure, and avoidant. Anxious attachments tend to need a lot of reassurance. Secure is considered the healthy baseline, and avoidants tend to crave intimacy and pull back from it or run when things get serious. And there's a huge difference between being an avoidant and falling out of love or slow fading out of a relationship. And I'm not saying that avoidant attachment isn't real. It definitely is. What I'm saying is that uh, a lot of what people are describing isn't avoidant attachment. It's just a breakup. Avoidant attachment is a consistent, lifelong pattern. It doesn't just show up at the end of a relationship and then go away. Avoidantly attached people, uh, they don't get distant when things go wrong. They get distant when things go right, too. Intimacy is the trigger, not a conflict or fading emotions. There's a difference between attachment style and detachment. Your ex detaching from you isn't what their attachment style is. And after a breakup or after the spark dies, almost everybody pulls back and creates a distance. That is not avoidant attachment. That's just a breakup. They don't want to lead you on, but they also don't want the awkward conversations. Nobody wants to hurt the person that they care about. And your ex, believe it or not, cares about you. That's a normal human behavior after ending or at the end of a failing relationship. Someone going quiet in the weeks before a breakup or becoming harder to reach out to or pulling away, it can all feel like avoidant behavior. It can just also be someone who's already made a decision and doesn't know how to say it yet. Some people who hate conflict, or someone who is overwhelmed with the thought of this decision, of the decision of a breakup, or someone who checked out emotionally before they checked out officially. None of that is a diagnosis. That's just a person ending a relationship poorly. And most relationships end badly anyway. So why does any of this matter? Why am I spending a whole video on this? Because someone goes through a breakup and then finds their way into a community, and within a few days they have this entire clinical framework for exactly what is wrong with their ex. And the breakup stops being this painful thing that happened between two people and it becomes a case study. Their ex isn't a person who made an autonomous decision anymore. They're reduced to this collection of symptoms. And sometimes that framing will help. Maybe it's the first time someone has ever had a word or a way to articulate something that has confused them for years. But a lot of the time, what it does is it gives people a reason to stay stuck. Because in this hypothetical, if your ex is avoidant, The relationship didn't end because of anything real. It ended because your ex is broken in this specific way, which means if they just got help or if they just did the work or anything, they would just come back. And that means that the door isn't closed, it's just locked behind a diagnosis. That can feel like a comfortable place to live. It's just not a place you can actually heal from. Attachment theory is worth understanding, and knowing your own attachment style, recognizing patterns that you keep repeating, figuring out what you want to work on internally, that stuff really matters. That is the framework doing what it was designed to do. It wasn't designed to be a courtroom, right? It wasn't meant to be a thing that you use to explain away your ex's choice while letting yourself off the hook for your choices. Maybe your ex did have some avoidant tendencies, or maybe they were just emotionally immature, bad at communicating, or conflict averse. All of those things can be true, even simultaneously. They also might just have been a person who fell out of love and didn't know how to say it. Both of those answers lead to the same place. And the work you can do is the same either way. That's all I've got today. If this one resonated or if you think I'm totally off base, drop a comment. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one.